We a little early tonight, ladies. How y'all doing?
You already know who it is. Your boy Bobbie for Mentor Me.
It's your boy Mike the Advisor, Mentor Me.
Episode 4, ladies.
Man, we on 4 already?
We already on 4 on 4.
God damn.
We moving. We got a lot of feedback. A lot of people love what we doing.
Okay.
We're about to turn up in a minute. We're about to turn up. Let everybody get on and really just get this thing turned up a little bit.
We just started a little bit. Man, you should have had your speaker game. We could have just played some music in the intermission. That's what we can start doing.
You know, next time I put the speaker thing up.
Yeah, put a little music game before we get started and just, you know, we about to get started, y'all. This is our commercial. Just get started. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying, get ready, get right, you know, get crunk, let them get in their vibes. All right, y'all, boom, let them see what we listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Sharon was popping, Olivia was popping. What's going on, man? We about to really, I'm under the weather a little bit, so my energy,
he still got some Henny in the cup, don't believe him.
Whatever. Y'all, we're going to talk about a great topic tonight, people. Of course, you guys know it's Relationship Wednesdays, which should have started around 9:30 p.m., but again, we're going to start a little bit early because we want to talk about this particular topic because, again, this topic has been questionable for a very long time.
What's the topic?
People, I'm going to tell you something, okay? There's a lot of baby fathers out here, but then a lot of them don't know how to be fathers, and I want you to understand. There's a lot of baby fathers.
Baby daddies.
Ooh.
A lot of baby daddies, but they don't know how to be fathers.
Excuse me.
See, there's a difference.
Okay. Start off, Mike. Tell me. Talk to me.
See, it's a difference. And here's a difference.
Talk to me, Mike, because they want to know the answer.
But here's the difference, right? Because the real question is why are when we say most, 75% of men,
baby daddies,
instead of being fathers. And my answer to that question is twofold, right? Because there's two reasons why most men become baby daddy. Because of the woman they chose.
Yes,
right?
That's very true.
And also because of the way they put themselves in that situation. So what do I mean? They've never been taught how to be a father.
Okay, that's a lot of men.
So if you've never been taught how to be a father, how are you going to raise a son?
Makes no sense.
You're going to need a mentor or an older brother or somebody that you can learn from. Unless you're just self-motivated and self-sufficient where you can teach yourself some stuff.
There's not too much
but
of that.
Not many people could teach themselves things. So because of that, right, most men end up becoming baby daddies. Oh, you pregnant? Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. What you mean that's mine? That ain't mine. Knowing damn well he the last one to be up beside you, right?
Which is true.
And ladies, just because he looking good, damn, he looking fine, he this and that. Okay, all right. He tatted up, you know what I'm saying? He got the dreads. Okay, cool. But did you ask yourself, if he makes you pregnant, can he be a father? Can he be a man with his?
Can
right?
he be a role model?
Can he be a role model? What can he teach that child? Especially if you already come in a relationship with a son or with a daughter, what can he teach that person? See, this is why the cycles don't break. And people want to get mad and say it's the white man. This is no. It's your ass.
And that's the honest truth.
It's you.
Truth. Right now, there's so much baby daddies. It gets to a point
tired
where
of this shit.
It's becoming like a trend. I got a baby daddy. Oh, that's it. She got a baby daddy too. At the end of the day, these kids are growing up without real fathers. I don't blame the females sometimes because I got to be real about it. A lot of men lie. A lot of men put females in situations that make them believe they're, of course, the role model for that particular situation.
Right.
Not realizing, again, we as people need to vet each other. Because a lot of these men don't have fathers, okay? And a lot of these, of course, so-called baby daddies, okay, don't understand what it is to be a full father. And they're misguiding a lot of these goddamn kids.
Right.
Now, we got to look at life, too, again. Sometimes, okay, it happens for different reasons, okay? Some brothers have a natural situation where they meet a female. It was nothing serious in the first place. They were just going to pound town left to right. Now, again, he was, of course, raw dogging, having her ride the rodeo show. And guess what happened?
What?
She got pregnant.
Right.
Now, of course, the night was, of course, smooth for a little moment. Then they realized a couple weeks later, oh, my God. J5, oh my God, J6, oh my God, he got me pregnant. Now,
I said, oh my God.
Then we go into the situation where we got to look at a lot of different situations. Okay?
Right.
It was a pound town situation. We were just fucking around. Okay. But now here's where the problem comes about.
Okay.
A man got you pregnant that didn't have the right to get you pregnant. So now you have a child that you, of course, you don't want to abort. You're going to keep with a no good man that probably ain't good for you. Now the situation is this. what do you do?
Now the child becomes a blessing, right?
Of course.
And that's not the mistake with the situation. People might say that, everything happens for a reason, which it did.
Thank you, Cher.
The reason was to teach you something, right? And if you haven't learned that, okay, this is who I had my child with, but this is not the man that I'm supposed to be with, or the man that matches my values.
Okay.
Most people don't know what those values are. So you need to ask yourself first, I think, in my opinion, what are those values? Like for me, right? So instead of having a conversation of what we're gonna change the dialogue a little bit, right? We want to make it more of a convo.
Okay.
And I want you guys to chime in as well, because I'm gonna give you my perspective on the situation, right?
Okay, talk to me. Okay, female, you and the female's having raw dog sex. Okay, she got pregnant.
Right.
Okay, she, of course, remember, we spoke about this in another video, some men don't like to wait. Two horny motherfuckers got each other going. Of course, sexually, right. They got their body right. Now, somebody, of course, got pregnant.
Okay.
Now, of course, this female didn't know he was a scumbag. He was a no good, dirty scumbag.
Right, but that's
what you expect her to do?
But that's not his fault.
How is it not his fault?
Because you know why?
Well, she should have done better.
No,
had sex?
No, they both. It takes two to make one.
But sometimes.
It takes two to make one. Ain't no, because she didn't know. No. He didn't know either that you were so goddamn fertile.
So I'm going to be honest. So you telling me.
But y'all both knew the decision that was made. Y'all both make a conscious decision and not put it on. Like, look, I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. We don't need this. I know you don't like rubbers. I don't really like them either. Let me just. And that's he put it in.
Okay.
And now you just forget everything because you just, oh my God. Okay, great. You know what the case was. If you didn't go to Walgreens right after and go get you a Plan B because you was tired, that's your fault.
Again, some females are religious.
I'm
both. A religious individual. Let's say, for example, I don't believe in that. We're not aborting. We're keeping a child. So what we could have did, of course, a preliminaries, got some birth control. If that was the case, the female could have got some birth control.
Right, but let's get back. We're going too far. You asked me the question. You with a female, we doing the, we taking it to Pound Town.
We doing the nasty raw. That's what a lot of people are doing.
And she becomes pregnant. My father taught me two things.
Talk to me.
He was a very wealthy man in his prime. He taught me that you can, as his own business, right?
Okay.
But I didn't grow up with no silver spoon, so I don't know where that wealth was distributed, but it wasn't.
It never got to.
It never got to me like that.
For some reason.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I got a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had a nice little decent childhood because of my dad, but it wasn't like I had a trust fund somewhere, right?
All right.
Now here's the thing. He taught me that you can go out there and get your own money, right?
Okay.
As a businessman, as a young black businessman, and he also taught me that not to have too many children with too many women.
Okay. So you had a role model to look up to.
That wasn't a look up to. That was I learned from the situation.
So you had common sense.
There you go. Because it's not common, so because I know how to use those sense. So I said, okay, I went ahead and invested those sense into my future. Right? If you catch my drift.
But what about the guys that's out here, they just beating down females all day because they got
frames.
Ain't
nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This is what's causing the baby daddy situation.
No, here's what I mean ain't nothing wrong with that. The reason there's nothing wrong with that because it's gonna happen regardless. So why not do it the right way? Go get you some protection. Now I get it. You may not want to. But my thing is that whether it's the male or the female, the way I'm raised, I'm not just gonna leave you hanging dry. I'm gonna try and go ahead and make it work. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make it work and see if we can really, because I know how important the next generation is. Because that next generation is how we break cycles.
But what about if you was never interested in the girl, you got her pregnant, and at the end of the day, you got a real situation.
And that happens.
And that's why these baby daddy situations are happening.
And that happens all the time.
He probably had $5,000-$6,000 in his pocket. He was showing off, taking it out to the best restaurants.
Where the $5,000-$6,000 came from? You talking about tax time?
Listen, I don't know, but again, they ended up having some sexual intercourse, and again, she got pregnant. Okay. Now, as a man, to me, again, there's not too much men in this world. I gotta say that.
Well, let's define baby father, baby daddy.
A man that just had a child with the lady.
What does that mean, though?
That doesn't mean
a father had a child with a lady.
That doesn't mean he's taking care of his responsibilities.
Are we talking about financially?
Because again, a lot of baby daddies, there's no entitlement. It's just a baby daddy, a individual who had a child with me. That's it. Right. That doesn't mean that he's entitled to be responsible for his child, which is truly embarrassing. Because a lot of men nowadays, it's kind of embarrassing to see so much females, and it's sad that they're in this world. They raised a child equally with a male, and
they made the child equally.
They made the child equally with the male, and they're in this world struggling, and it's not right to me. Because again, life is already hard being a single person by yourself. And we got to also realize that it's important that we as people need to really step in and do what we got to do. Regardless, we got a comment already sharing.
Right, 100%. That's what I said. Look, we got to do better with that. But here's the thing: what people understand, if people, it's said in a lot of books, that one of the strongest energies on this planet is sexual energy,
which is true.
So
people love fucking. That's just Mike. It's not something that's hidden.
So
a lot of men are sex addicts, and I start to realize as I get older, it's also females are very, very sexually active. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean? I thought I was bad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Protection, like she said, is obviously important.
Very important.
For that reason.
They want that clean, raw feeling. That's the problem.
But here's the thing, though. My dad was in the era where there was no clean. I had to ask him, like, look, Dad, like, I got 10 plus siblings. I'm like, look, with different women. I'm like, look, Dad, you wasn't worried about. He's like, man, back in the day, we ain't have all that.
You ain't have too much HIVs on. It wasn't level chlamydia.
That wasn't really what we was worried about. What we was worried about is it good?
Now that's it.
That's it. Is it good? Like, I mean.
That's
okay,
it.
That thing good. Okay, great. Aside from that, that's all they cared about. But when it started coming into the environment and people started having it,
right now.
New world that we in. Okay, great. But here's the thing. A baby daddy. Let's define this. Let's define this. Right?
So Samantha Carbello, if sex is such a big energy, why are we going around giving it out to everybody? Ooh.
Well, because what you just answered, it's a big energy. So because it's such a strong energy, it's not that we're giving it.
It's uncontrollable.
There you go. We don't even have control. Here's a case in point. You're in a situation where the man's right up against you. This him. And he's like, no, you like, no, I don't want it. Put the condom on. And he's just like, damn. Self-control is only so good once that head get in.
Mental self-control, Samantha. You're 100% right. Mental.
But that physical, and it's happened to many. I've seen it happen to many women because I know they like, oh, no. And he just...
Let me just put the tip in. Let me just put the tip in.
And then when he put the tip in, you go crazy. You just roll your eyes back, and that's a green light for him to like, oh,
there
you like
go.
that?
She's going to Pound Town.
Oh, you like that? And he just starts stroking you like, oh.
There you go.
And next thing you know, he'll grab you by the neck. Let me stop playing. But look, once those strokes start, right?
That's where the whole
that self-control is out the window. So yes, it is a big energy, but it's a hard to control energy. That's why they have nuns and we have monks, and a big part of those people are
we ain't talking about that. Right? We talking about some regular dudes that live locally, taking females.
But that's what I'm saying.
We talking about nuns and all that shit there. This is not what we talking about. We talking about regular. These ladies are dating regular dudes that take them to Pound Town.
You want some ladies?
Not right now. Ladies, I get it. Here's the real issue, okay? Sometimes it's uncontrollable. I get it. Again, a baby daddy, you don't know who people are until the time changes. I get it. Mike seems to not understand. For some reason, he's trying to make it seem like he has so much self-control. It doesn't work like that, ladies. Here's the honest truth. You meet a guy. He took you on a couple dates. Again, the moment is right. You went to Pound Town. You ride in the rodeo. And things happen. Now, of course, there's preliminaries. Now, we could, of course, say, you know what, the female should be on birth control. We could also say, you know what, 2 individuals should go get tested. But again, we could also say that there should be self-control. But we also got a lot of men out here, they ain't going to stay there. They ain't going to be with you. That's just the honest truth. They're going to start just cheating around, doing whatever they want to do. So there's some reality that we have to really look into. You're with a guy, you're on a couple dates. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it's hard to control. Because let's be real, a couple days, the guy is already looking for sex. And if he ain't getting sex after, I'm not even, nowadays, it's maybe a week, okay? But I'm going to say 2 weeks just to make it sound good. 2 weeks, he ain't getting sex. What you think he's going to do? He's going to start moving on. So now, I get it. Here's my problem. I'm not liking that a lot of these baby daddies is just leaving these females hanging, knowing that we mutually, of course, to a certain degree, had a child. We should raise the child together. Right. Okay? The fathers are not stepping in on a financial level, on an emotional level, on no level. They just getting pretty females pregnant because they got some good vagina, and that's the problem. But that's not right to the females.
Right. It's not right. But you have to understand, you can't say it's not right to the female because you're putting one person in victim mode. Their only victim here is the child.
Which is true. Which is fact.
That's the only real victim. The woman ain't no victim. She a grown woman. She made a decision.
Which is true.
Because if that decision wasn't made, that would have been considered what? Rape. So if that decision wasn't made, that's what you call rape. So if it's not rape, it's a decision that both adults made. So this is why I say that it's a very hard to control
situation
energy. Because you're not dealing with a mental thing. If you don't have power over your body, right, your physical body, your mind ain't got a chance.
I love what Maggie said right here. Maggie said, sex today, they better have control. 2 minutes of air stroking is not worth a lifetime of serious disease and financial hardship, if that's what it says at the end. Which you are correct. I'm going to be honest. I now, in my part of life, okay, as a successful entrepreneur, as a successful individual, himself also, I have to be careful who I stroke. And nowadays, I'm very careful. I've had females that think, you know what, I don't know if he really like girls. It ain't that. I just know I got a lot more to lose than sometimes some of these females. So I'm not going around just stroking everything. Because it just doesn't financially or mentally make sense for me long term to just be stroking things raw.
Samantha said the problem is people can't be honest and upfront of what they are looking for. So
some females, Samantha, some of y'all females can't handle that. Imagine you met a female. Look, I'm gonna be honest. You look good. I really appreciate the level of education you got going on. But honestly, I just want to fuck. Okay, I just want to fuck. It ain't nothing more. I just want to take you to Pound Town. I want to take you to a sexual level.
No. Okay, before that, because you gave it to him a little too raw.
Okay.
Let me soften it up. What do I mean by that?
Talk to me.
Samantha, explain, before I get into my example, I want you to explain what you mean by people can't be honest and upfront. What of upfront and honest as in what aspect? Because here's my thing. Is it what he just said? Because if a guy sees a woman, the first thing as a male instinct, what's up, Angel, my boy? As a male instinct, the first thing we see is the frame.
That's it.
And I'm like, damn, the first thing my mind and my body and what God gave me tells me, I want to breed you. I may not want to give you a child, but I do want to be inside you.
I want to feel you.
I want to feel you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's how the mind of the man works.
Because the mind look at the physical side immediately.
That's the first thing we see.
We got to be physically attracted.
It's an attraction. Okay. So if the frame, especially from the waist below, is ridiculous, and it depends. Some guys it's a gravitational pull. It's like, God damn, what is? Every man can see that, right? This is why men are always breaking the neck when something's in the room, right?
Which is true.
But here's the thing: it's not that that's all we want. It's that, damn, from what I'm looking at, it looks beautiful.
Until we get to know the person.
So just like a vehicle. That car looked nice on the outside. Damn, 200,000 miles in the rebuilt top. I'm good. Now it don't look so good.
Which is true.
Right? Now it don't look so. That's why it was $8,000 and not $50,000. Right? It's the same thing when it comes to women. For men, I don't know how the women's minds work, so I let the women go ahead and tell us what they see. The ones that are here watching. But from what I see, and what they see is the same thing. They just may not process it the same way. They know what they see, they like it, if they like it or not. Now, they're not going to tell you off top. They're going to be like, damn.
What about if they had a high school crush? A female has a high school crush. He finally went to Pound Town, got pregnant, and now he's a baby daddy. You know what I mean? He never committed on any level. He's a baby daddy, never married. What do you say to those situations? Think about it. 22 years old, 18 years old, had a child. How do you know what I mean? The female eventually had a child with the love of her life from a high school crush day. How do you deal with that situation, Mike? What do you say to those individuals? He's a baby daddy. He never got committed.
I mean, there's so many ways you can go about it. But so let me tell you.
Give me one angle then. Since there's so much goddamn way. Give me one angle.
There's so much goddamn.
Since your ass knows so much goddamn ways to go at it.
All right. So let me tell you. So let me answer this shit. You telling me it's a high school sweetheart?
Yeah.
Repeat that answer. Repeat the question again.
High school sweetheart.
Okay.
She been with him. She always trusted him.
Okay.
They been wearing rubbers, and then situation happened. He gave her the okie doke.
Okay.
Sweetheart, let me just feel it a little bit. Trust me, my pull-out game is good.
Okay.
You can trust me on this situation.
Okay.
Boom, it didn't work out. Great, got pregnant. Okay?
Pull-out game was weak.
Pull-out game was weak.
Okay.
So she enjoyed the Pound Town. Now they're in a whole different situation. Now, of course, they've been growing up with each other. Now, okay, maturity levels change. He realized that this ain't for him. He wasn't ready for this. How, you know, what did
he realized he made those adult decisions too early, is what you're saying.
Exactly, which is true.
Okay, so finish the last part. So
now,
you made a decision. Now
the question is, okay, what do you say to females that's going through that situation? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that?
No way to deal with it. You know the man. Now it's just about separating and how does that man deal with the situation? Because the mom's always going to be the mom.
Which is true.
Not all the time, but that's a very rare situation. So before we get to these comments, because we got a few more, but the mom's always going to be the mom because that's part of her nature. That question really depends on how is the man going to respond to that situation, right? Is he going to say, you know what? Is he going to man up, be the bigger person and say, you know what? Okay, I messed up. My feelings are not where they are. I'm being honest with you. But here's what I do want to do.
You messed up. You got her pregnant. What the hell you got that mean?
No. Not messed up by pregnant. Messed up as in what he thought he felt, he really don't feel.
Okay, he's clarifying. That's deep. That's deep.
So he made you think that's what it was, but it really wasn't because he didn't want to hurt you. Now he told you, he confronted you. And he says, you know what? That's not really what I feel, but you know what? I made a mistake. I shouldn't have led you on. Whatever the case is, I want to be in his life. Let's do something mutual. Right? Let's be cordial. I don't want to fight with you. Can we be friends?
We just want to be
friends. That depends on how the woman responds to that question, is how that conversation is going to go. She's like, nah, fuck that. We can't be friends. Friends? You should have thought, no. If it's simple, okay, yeah, we could be friends.
That ego and that pride. It's true.
If she says, this is just a perfect scenario. If she says, yes, we could be friends, now it's up to that guy to pick that son up from school, take him to practice, be there for him.
Be a part of his life.
Be really a father, just only difference, I don't sleep in the same house with your mom, but we cordial, we agree on the same things, that you shouldn't be coming home and, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're still a team, we just don't live and sleep together.
Of course, you're co-parenting. Okay.
That's the ultimate goal of co-parenting.
Okay.
Now, that's how they handle that situation. That's just, if you want to, if it answered you. So the older you get, it can't just be physical anymore, or you will, I guess, forever be in the cycle is what she meant.
Which is 100% true.
100%. You want to answer that?
I sometimes feel like as you get older, you should date and understand really what you're dating and really understand what you're getting yourself into. I look at life like this. I'm going to speak to you on that, Samantha. At a certain point of my life, I have to learn. I cannot just be taking any female to Pound Town because it can cost me my happiness. It could cost me my peace of mind.
But the looks are important, though.
It could cost me my financial stability of life. So as a man, as a female also, I highly recommend, as you're maturing and you're getting older, you have to understand where does it make sense and who does it make sense to have sex with. I'm telling you. Or especially when it pertains to kids.
Right, but you can agree that what? Looks still is important. You don't want.
Of course, you gotta be physically.
But what she's saying is that you don't want to make it all about that when you get older. And I agree. She says again, listen, I've met men who are very attractive, but once I've had a conversation with them and see how they speak or think. Didn't we talk about this?
Oh yeah, 100% fast.
I don't even want them to touch me. 100%. I'm glad you said that.
Samantha, you're bringing up a great topic.
That follows up what you said before, Samantha, because look at this, right? It's the same thing with us. Okay. A woman is gorgeous. Oh my God. She opens her mouth.
Wow.
Follow me on Instagram, okay? And we'll chop it up. Because here's the reason, right? That lets you know, and that's confirmation for us too, that
which is true.
Most people have this in them, but you're more dominant on a sapiosexual situation. What does that mean? You're aroused based on how somebody, strokes your ego or how they speak to you.
Which is very mature.
How they stimulate your mind. And Samantha, here's a kicker, right? Here's what I think for a woman, it's hard to kind of tell because men are so good at lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, men do lie a lot.
A lot of men, they so good at faking it, but
acting like they really want to fuck with you and they really don't.
You see that guilty ass face?
Men really are like that. I'm keeping it with the ladies.
No.
This discussion, ladies and fellas, we keep it very raw.
100%.
Viewer discretion is advised. We keep
100%.
it very raw. We're not here to sugarcoat and tell you things you want to hear. We speak to men where we're cool with dudes.
None of this is scripted. So
this is not scripted.
Off the top, we're just having a real conversation.
We're having a real conversation every single last Wednesday. Right. And this is just real things that's going on. Men will say whatever they want to say in your ear. until they get what they want, and they will leave you dead ass hanging.
Not all the time.
Now, it's
yeah,
definitely true.
because if he really likes you, it sounds the same.
I'm gonna be honest.
But his actions are a little different, right?
You gotta understand who you're dating, who
That's
you're talking
what it
to.
is.
You gotta understand the people you're talking to.
So Samantha, when you see a man who is very attractive, right? He fits those criteria for you, and when you guys have conversations, now it's stimulating. You're doing more of the listening than talking because you're so intrigued, right? His vocabulary is at a certain level. His conversations are at a certain level. It's not about, okay, what was on Basketball Wives. It's not about that. Now it's about, let me get to know you. Oh, what do you do? Now it's about, okay, maybe this is a guy I want to get to meet. Because why? The intellectual level. A lot of men are thinking with only what's below their waist and not up here.
Of course, there's two different parts.
And a man who can use this, he can give this to their child as well, to their son specifically,
which is very
to their
true.
daughter. So we're gonna go to some more questions. That's just how I would answer that. My son will not have a baby mama. Well, Maggie, that's not your decision. Maggie, unfortunately, that ain't your decision. And she probably that type of mama that's gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you,
she's gonna be with her son when he's 28. Where you going?
One of the worst. I'm gonna tell you this, mothers understand.
You ever see Think Like a Man? Think Like a Man and do what the mama's doing.
Exactly.
That's the mama's
You gotta really
right
think about
now.
that. The minute I'm gonna say this for parents, be careful, okay? The minute you put your child on so much restrictions, thinking that you're going to control their life, it has to be a balance.
Yeah.
It has to be a good relationship. The minute they get free, first of all, they go into college in another state because they just don't want to be in your house.
Yep.
And once they get the right man to lie to them and give them some stories,
100%.
It's done. So all that I want to control my daughter, I want to control my kids. No, you want to have a relationship with your kids, and you want them to feel comfortable to open up to you. So when it's time to have these grown type of conversations, you could definitely appreciate it and understand it. Because when you hold kids so tight and try to put them on that chain like they're
put them on such a high pedestal that, he'll never do that. Okay, it's not really what you think or you want him to do.
Exactly.
It's
Mike Burgos in the building.
It's about what his homeboys and his associations are influencing in him.
Which is
because
true.
That's what matters. What's at home don't really matter. If his homeboys say, boy, you better go get that, and he is going to go get that. And he's not going to listen to mom and say, see if she's a good woman, see how she's dressed. He ain't got time for that. He's impressing his homeboys. Damn, her friend crazy. I'm going to go ahead and give you something tonight.
That's it. And if she give it up, that's it. It already started. Samantha says, if you're not ready to raise a child or have any kids, stop having unprotected sex and stop being lustful. A child isn't a dog. It's another human being. It's another human being. A life that never asked to be there.
100%.
100%.
But here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that statement, Samantha. That's a perfect world, right? And the reason I say it's a perfect world is because yes, men hear that, but they don't hear that. Okay. Their ears hear that. Down there things hear something different, right? Because when they get ready and go out with their homeboys next Friday, they're not remembering what you just said.
Because they want to fit in. They want to be cool.
No, not even that. They're not remembering what you just said because when they get somewhere, they see something that's so beautiful. They're like, God damn, I need to talk to her. That. My body needs that.
That's it.
My name is Mike. How you doing? For whatever you talking about is not in my brain at that moment.
It's true. It's
true. I need to stop. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to have unprotected sex with her. I'm just saying that's just how I think. But imagine the men who are not educated, who don't know how to use their brain.
Who don't have self-control.
How they thinking. The man from Kai City like, damn, mom, what's going on? Just let me slide up on you. Damn, you looking right. I'm going to put 5 bands on. Those types of guys ain't thinking about that. It sounds good in theory, but it's not as easy because we've been... Because sex is all around us. When he log into Instagram, he's seeing nothing but ass and titties.
Parents, look at it like this too, okay? You're working 40 hours a week. You go get a second job, you're working 70 hours a week. Sometimes you got to realize that your kid is free to do whatever they want to do without you realizing that. Unless they have common sense and self-control, it's very difficult for you to control every decision sexually that they're about to make. Because again, like we say, when the moment is right, that's when you're going to see the maturity of your child. Again, and it's important, parents, I highly recommend for you to feel free to let your kids open up.
Natalie, what's going on?
Feel free to let your kids open up to you about sexuality, having sex. Because a lot of you get this defensive mode. Oh, my daughter's too young, my son's too young, I don't want to talk to them about that type of stuff yet.
In 2019?
In 2019, there's no such thing as too young.
Because you know why? Once they log into that IG, their favorite girl that they following
that's it.
got
Naked.
nothing but
80% naked.
But ass and titties and frame and sexuality on the page. And even if that's not the favorite one that she follows a good group of them who are influencers that are influencing that. So if she looks good with her nice plump pump, booty, and she got the workout XYZ on and the bikini and going like this, that's gonna do what to your daughter? You just say, you know what? Damn, guys are liking this. Ooh, the guy that likes him, I'm so obsessed with that guy. Maybe
so
I can do this
be
now,
like that person.
so I can get that guy's attention as well.
Exactly.
Vice versa for the men. Same thing. Damn, that's what they want to see. Damn, mommy gonna see me. They gonna pull up in the Lambo. They gonna dress. They gonna hit you with the
show the money,
squint the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can get the women to, because it's all about the followers and the likes and
it's sad.
That's the world we're living in now.
It's sad that it's like that too, man. It really is.
So that control that we had back when we was growing up is out the window, guys. Okay.
Samantha says,
and listen, I'm not putting this all on men. I'm a single mom of one child, and that was enough for me to know I won't be single. I won't be a single mom of one more child.
Because you're gonna make better decisions.
You're gonna make better decisions, Samantha. But here's the problem.
You're gonna analyze things better.
You're gonna analyze much better, but that's not a 100% statement. Because here's the problem. Why? And I agree with you. That may be the case. But you may get with a man. He's perfect for you. Everything's right. And 4 or 5 years later, you feel something different because he's not really a good husband. He's a great father, but not a good husband. Not a good man to you after 3 or 4 years. You get home, damn, I can't just get a massage. He always give me some excuse. You're going to get fed up after a while.
Which is true.
So you can't see so far into the future to know that it's never going to happen again. Life is going to be life. But the question is now, who do you decide to choose?
Maggie says, why can't men just get Okay, Maggie, I'm going to
let me read the rest. Let me read the rest.
Let me answer her.
Let me read the rest. Women can get attached very quickly if they are feeling you. If you don't, what did she say? If you don't see her as a wifey material, don't have unprotected sex. Don't lead her on. Save yourself the drama.
So you're telling the man don't lead her on.
and hold on, she said she ain't done. Save yourself the drama and any unwanted situation.
Maggie,
unprotected sex, like I said again,
it's two people.
It's not just what he wants. You wanted it as well. You accepted it. Don't be like, oh, I didn't know. We grown.
Here's the honest
You know how I feel when the condom ain't on.
Let's be honest, right? You heard Mike, but now I'm going to tell you something, right? Here's the honest truth, right? We all know the honest truth when it pertains to, of course, two individuals having sex. The moment is right. People get into the stage of just adulthood and do what they want to do. And I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of times you could, of course, tell a female that is emotionally attached to you, I'm not interested. We're never going to be more than just a pound town situation. And of course, they probably think that, okay, well, let me just tag along and think that maybe he might change his mind if I cater to him a little bit better. Maybe he might change his mind if I buy him a couple things. And I'm going to be real. I could say I'm a prime example. I was with a female, we're taking things to Pound Town maybe 8 months. And there were several times in the 8 months I told her, I'm going to be honest, you might want to detach yourself from this situation because it ain't never going to change. You know what I'm saying? And so she probably thought that we would actually work out one day or there might be a title. It's not going to change. Now, again, people, they say, Bobbie, you wrong. You should have cut it off. No, the individual driving to my house, coming to a Pound Town situation, as a man, I'm going to let my dick do the thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Now, I'm going to be honest. As I matured in life, like I told you got to start to understand. Some situations you got to pull yourself out of. But I'm going to be honest. That's how things work. A lot of females don't understand the truth.
Man, listen.
I'm going to be honest.
Maggie, let me give you the real answer. He gave you some bullshit just now. Forget all that Dr. Phil talk. I'm going to give you this, okay? Here, look.
Maggie, just tell me.
Maggie, no. I'm going to ask you, Maggie, clarify what you mean, why can't men just get it? Well, let's go back. She said, why can't men just get it by now? Get what, Maggie?
Get what?
Because I want you to understand.
Get what?
I didn't have the decision to be a man or a woman. I came in here as a man. I didn't have the decision that when I see something I like, I get hard. That's not, I have no control over that. That's life. That's nature. So you can't say, why can't men get it? Because men will always be men. There is nothing for them to get. That's just how they were designed. The question is now, why can't both adults get it because it's a woman and a man thing. Because
people always want to blame the male.
It's not about blaming the male. The male's not out here just because if that's the case, every man would be in jail for rape. So this is not a rape situation. This is a consensual situation. So if you're consenting, stop acting like he's going to give you the full resume and the federal background bureau check and say, okay, here's all my information. Can we be together?
Look,
that's not the situation.
You let me scoot them drawers to the side. We took it there.
He said,
you could have told to slap my hands no. People, and that's the reality of the situation. But you didn't. We took it there, and it is what it is. But again, two mature people have to make proper responsible decisions.
Maggie said, no. I'm raising him to know if she's not wifey material, don't have unprotected sex and break women's hearts. Maggie, that sounds great, but that ain't gonna happen.
That don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
I wish.
If men listen to their mama all the time, they ain't gonna have a wife. I'm just being honest. So
in her
it
mindset,
sounds good.
She thinks she could program his mindset to not do certain things based on what she programmed. That's not how it works. It doesn't work like that.
How old is your son? Because once he gets social media,
that's it.
It's a done
deal. He's sliding through that discovery in social media.
What?
There's nothing but frames.
Y'all want to see my discovery? My discovery is that's why I don't even get on it.
It's nothing but frames. If you don't know what the discovery is, get on IG. When you see the discovery, that's 8 layers of just bodies all over.
You're like, damn, who this? Damn, who that? So what you're saying, Maggie, is great in
going
theory,
on,
but it's not real life.
The men. Oh, here you go. The men need to stop. The men
trying
need
to
to stop
cool
trying to
with
be
their
cool
friends.
With their friends.
That's a young mentality, and at some point, you need to grow up. Some of your friends will be the same ones to lead you in the wrong direction. 100%. But here's the problem. It's not just men. Women too.
Women, you know what a friend want to fuck.
Because women understand this hot girl summer crap. This listening to Cardi B and shaking your booty on IG crap. So it's not just men.
You're provoking it.
We both need to be in a situation where we're acting more like adults. Because I see it every day. So it sounds great, Sam. I'm with you. I'm not against it. I'm just giving you an unbiased answer that most men, yes, need to. But most men are not mature, Sam. So the ones that you do find that are mature, and it doesn't matter about age. Women like, I only date men over a certain age.
And
45 don't mean nothing.
Yeah, age don't mean that's
35 don't mean nothing. That's back in the day. 2020, 2019, 2020, and beyond, age is irrelevant because a lot of men are 40 years old still acting as if they're 15.
Yeah, exactly.
They've never left high school. They want to go get the new game console. They want to get the new game. They want to play live. They don't care about taking you to the spot. So don't let the age things fool you.
If men and women are going to keep thinking with their private parts instead of common sense, then they deserve whatever happens, of course.
At some point, you should want something. You should want better for yourself.
Of course.
Correct. But you have to understand, Sam, you're going against the big machine. This is the economy, socioeconomics. This is the world we live in. Sex.
Life is different, man.
Sells.
Sex is.
This is not 1960s anymore, Sam. So unfortunately, most people are not thinking consciously. They're thinking unconsciously because we're highly influenced.
My 5-year-old would stop whatever he is doing to go get to the door for a girl. Okay, well, he has etiquette, which is great.
But you just said your 5-year-old. Add 20 years to that. They ain't the same boy no more.
Let me tell you something. A kid that's 3, a kid that's 5,
once you walk
a kid
into a
that's
strip
10,
club,
a kid
mama,
that's 15,
that's
a kid that's 21, they change. They change. I'm not saying they change for the worse, but they do change.
Look, Maggie, you is not what your mama wanted you to be. Guaranteed. Not saying you a failure or anything. I'm just saying your mama probably thought you would have stayed a certain way. No. Maggie was like, nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm going to go do what I want to do.
Natalie Pierre said, why sleep with a woman for 8 months? You can't blame me. I told her several times I'm not interested, but that was just her situation. But again,
that was her situation?
That was her situation.
That was y'all situation.
No, that was her situation.
Yeah, let's get Bobbie on hot seat. Yeah, Natalie, talk about it.
No, but it's
she said for 8 months.
But that's why it has to be a mutual situation, Natalie, where both people have to agree.
She said we can't get ourselves pregnant. No, 100% you can't get yourself pregnant. But in order for you to get pregnant, you have to accept getting pregnant. Meaning you have to accept the penis to go inside you.
Yeah, which is fact.
So if the penis goes inside you and you're not saying no or you're not yelling for help, everything else is irrelevant.
It's not rape. It's just we having sex. Now
we're having sex. That's been around. That's been around
after
before.
The sex. Now you got a child with a no good person. You can't just blame the baby daddy.
How many of you had both your parents in your life all your life? In the household all your life? It's not common, especially in the minority community.
Exactly.
It's just not common.
Yes, you do have control of who arouses you? If a woman is sexy but her attitude stinks, your penis still get hard? Mike, you want to answer that?
I can answer that real elegant.
So if she's sexy but her attitude stink, do you still take her
So does that
downtown,
mean
Mike?
that
That's
men
what I
are
wanna know.
animals? Well, you gotta understand what type of animal you talking about. Because
You want to go in detail? Like, you're a rabbit?
Because if men are dogs and
I know.
women are dogs, they call women the B word. Men are, so
Yeah.
essentially, yes, we do have the animal spirit inside of us. Because once you get a little bit of liquor and the right music around you, your mind's not thinking. You're thinking with this now. You're like, I just want to. It's an urge. It has nothing to do with consciousness. So yes. Some men are animals, and women are animals as well. It's not just a man thing. But men will do that. But you're talking about maybe having sex with that woman to take it to a relationship level. Sex is still sex. That doesn't mean I'm going to have unprotected sex with a woman with a state attitude. I might go ahead and just say, you know what?
I like what Samantha talking about.
I might say, you know what? We're going to take it to Pound Town tonight. I'm going to put Mr. Trojan on, and I'm going to get up out of here. I'm not going to talk to you again. I don't need your number. You can follow me on IG.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that we're going to be in a relationship. So you got to clarify these questions. Because understand, is it a question to where somebody's going to be in a relationship, or is it just how men and women interact? Because social media, we all fucked up right now.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
I mean, people in DMs all day. Women think they're the shit because they got 200,000 followers and they look good.
Loaded, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but you think you loaded?
I had to tell some married females, like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm good on that. I don't want the pressure from the husband. It's pretty bad, man.
But here's the thing, though. There's women also who feel like they the shit, and they may have the right because they got 200-some thousand. Okay, great.
Because you got money.
No, they're not followers. They just like how you look. So instead of a guy seeing you at a club and staring at you, he can stare at you whenever he want on his phone. That's what those followers represent. She said, Samantha said, fuck hot girl summer.
That's some ghetto shit.
That's some ghetto shit. Well, 60% of the social media world is ghetto, Samantha, if you didn't know, unfortunately.
It's sad to say.
I'm just speaking for myself. I can't speak for any other woman but myself. So when I speak for my 100%. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. And I'm not against anything you're saying. You can't keep having sex. This is what Maggie's saying. You can't keep having sex with a person you don't see yourself being. What? No.
It takes a level of maturity to go through that. You have to be mature. Yeah.
So, boss man, what about them 8 months? What about them 8 months?
Say this. Remember.
Put the brakes on that.
Listen.
The brakes on that.
Listen.
Level of maturity.
Listen.
8 months?
That was the old
How
days.
mature you gotta be?
Listen,
How old was this?
Days, I was loose.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Your boy was a little loose.
Oh.
We all been through them loose stages.
Yeah.
Again, but as you mature, you
gotta
gotta take it light. You gotta take it kind of light.
I used to be loose.
Yeah.
He got a tea tonight. He ain't loose.
I gotta take it light.
Yeah, he take it light. He got the tea tonight. He ain't loose. All right. Okay. You can't. He has this person. You can't. Okay, you're right about that, Maggie. Listen, man. Just because the world is doing something, should we all be sheeps and follow? Unfortunately, most people are
following, and it's sad.
You have to understand, Samantha. 90% of the world is sheeps. The reason that only a small amount of people run it because they're not sheeps. So let's be real here, Sam.
I like Natalie.
We can have a conversation, but the conversation we're gonna have is not gonna be the same that I'm gonna have with everybody else. That's just being honest. So yes, you're raised differently.
Natalie says, so if you're not interested, so why keep sleeping with her? Hit it once and go on about your business. You gotta understand,
that situation was a little bit different.
It was very different.
That situation was different. You know what I'm saying? We won't get into the details, but that situation was a conveniency.
Yeah, it was a convenience.
Just because you want to be in shape don't mean you're gonna stop eating McDonald's. Exactly. And you're gonna stop eating Dutch pot. You're gonna stop eating. You're gonna eat it because why? I just got out of work. I'm tired. I'm gonna just drive through. That's what that situation was. So
when we look at that,
I won't get into too much detail, for privacy reasons. But yeah, just come from Bible study. Be easy tonight, Guru. Jesus is coming back. If that's your name, I respect that. You're right about that. Natalie said here, y'all tripping because you all sound like women are just here to please you all, and once you are done, you no longer want her. You start with the "I'm not interested" stance. I guess, guys. No. You're confused completely. And don't take everything literal because it's not with every woman. A guy knows when he's interested,
and he knows when he's not.
He knows when he's not.
When he's gonna play with.
Don't act like. Don't take what we're saying like we don't know. I know exactly when I'm interested.
When I'm interested, I'm interested. But when I'm
I know exactly when I'm interested. But when I'm not interested, it's up to that woman to pick up the vibe. Because why? A man has, look, we can read energy. I've said this before. If I'm interested, my bad, I gotta take this call. I'm doing different things because I'm interested. If I'm not interested, like I'll sign up to your gym just so I can see you again if I'm interested. If I'm not interested, I'm like, okay, whatever. She fine and all, but I ain't coming back. But if I see something like, God, I need to meet her.
Back for breakfast.
No.
Back for another
Before
day.
you even get to know her, I need to meet her. You don't even go to the gym. Just walk cross town. You know what?
You going above and beyond.
I need to go sign up. Boss, how much it is? Don't even worry about it. Just go ahead and swipe this card where I got to sign
No,
that.
you ain't got it.
I'm going to come every day until I bump into her. That's interest. That has nothing to do with urge. So when a man is interested, he's going to do a little bit more as an action. Yes, the sex will still be there because he wants to get it out of his system. He wants to feel you. But once he feels you, he wants to lock you down. He's cutting everything else off. That's just how my mind thinks. So when I see that one, then I'm like, oh my God, I gotta have it.
See, Mike, we still gotta realize this though. It's like
I'm very simple. When I say simple, it don't take much.
So how do females solve this baby daddy issue?
It's not something that you solve. Because here's the reason why. It's a never-ending. It's a never-ending thing.
Every female I meet in this world is like, it's crazy. It's baby daddy.
It's very simple. You don't want a baby daddy? Just don't have no sex. Be celibate. All women just be celibate. But here's the thing. The woman that's celibate, they're gonna be on the bench, and the woman who's popping it gonna be in the field. That's basically what it is. Because why?
So if you ain't fucking, a man ain't gonna take you serious?
No, I'm not saying a man ain't gonna take you serious. That's not what I'm saying.
You said she gonna be in the field.
No.
So she fucking, she in the field?
But let me finish my point.
Down said Blue 42 height, she in the field. If you said she ain't giving them no pussy, if she ain't giving them no vagina, she gonna be on the bench. So that means, ladies, if you're not having sex on the bench,
this nigga drinking
okay?
boy.
And if you giving it up, you're gonna be on the field. That's what you just said.
That's what you gotta do, boy.
That's what you just said. Go ahead.
Okay, look, let me finish my point. What I mean by that is, you gotta understand, because we live in reality, y'all. There's not 30,000 different Bobbies and Mikes and men that have, like, not saying us, but just any man that you know that's mature. There's not 30,000 of those men out there just all day, every day you gonna meet. Majority of the men you gonna meet are gonna be like, man, what's going on? Let me holler at you. Not about nothing. So it's where and how in the conversation. It's how you meet that man. Because if he just comes on you trying to talk to you, listen to what he's saying. Don't just knock him off completely. If he's saying a line that sounds very cliche, or if he's coming at you and not giving any disclosures, like, man, look, I don't really do this often. And this is being honest. I don't go and talk to women. But
that's if it's sincere right there.
And you really won't know if it's sincere until you just gotta give it a chance. You gotta give it a chance. There is no really knowing.
You gotta get to know the person.
You just gotta give it a chance. But if he says, look, I don't really do this, but I know that I would never see you again. There's a high likely chance I'll never see you again. So I have to shoot my shot. What's your name? My name is Mike. Very simple. And if you're not into it, that's cool. At least I know I tried.
Yeah, you got.
Because maybe I couldn't live with myself if I didn't see this girl again. Because this is like, if I got to know her.
I believe in that. If you're really interested in a female, especially if you're a male, it's important to understand. Shoot your shot, because you just never know.
But here's the problem though. For women to understand, how do you not make sure you get a baby? Like, there's no real way to tell the future. But here's how you know if this man is gonna be a baby daddy or if it's gonna just be okay, we're going to have sex and keep it moving.
How he handles his responsibilities.
On a personal level. How he moves. How he talks to you.
How he deal with his mother. How he respects his mother.
But before she even get to see all that, is how he moves. How he speaks to you. Does he open the door? Is he a gentleman? Does he talk eloquently? Is he so rushing to just get a kiss? Is he not stunting the kiss on the first date? That's a guy you may want to look into because he's not stunting anything. He has no expectations. The guy with the least
that could just
amount
be
of
game too now, Mike.
No, I'm not saying it
I done
can't.
ran that game on some female acting like I ain't even want no kiss or nothing. I'm just playing that because I want to see if the trick can work. Then after about 5-6 days,
look.
You know what I'm saying?
This is why I say there is no real way to know.
It's true.
What I'm saying is most men are not going to do that.
No, it's true. It's definitely true.
Even if they want to play that game, they not going to do that. They're going to be like, man, forget all that.
I'm going to be honest, right? When you look at things, right? Females, I'm going to tell you right now, if a man doesn't respect his mother, if he doesn't respect his parents, he's not going to respect
She
you.
said, Natalie,
that's just facts.
Natalie want to know.
That's just facts.
Natalie got some questions now. Well, okay, so hold on. Before we get to Natalie ass, I'm going to get back to you, Natalie. Hold on. Hold on. We got to get back. So he said, are you kidding me? Mike, I hope I addressed you with the correct name. So you sleeping with her and you want her to pick up the I am not feeling vibe? Like, really?
You just gotta tell her.
You gotta tell her. Look, that's Bobbie. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't even taking it all the way. Nah, just messing with you.
Look, you gotta tell her. I think conversing with an individual, communication is key.
Communication.
If you don't want to be with the girl and that's really what it is, you guys have to come to
compromise
and be honest straight
Natalie,
up.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Everything
and just for everybody, I'm gonna be honest. I'm at a point now to where, I rubbed off really because of Bobbie, because we've got to a point, because we talk every day to where it's like,
chop it up a lot.
You know, and we get to a point to where it's like, it doesn't even make sense anymore because we just don't want to live that lifestyle, right? We're trying to elevate in life. So we get to a point to where we'll catch ourselves and say, you know what? Nah, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
No, you know what? No. I'm gonna go ahead and tell her what I really feel. And that's that. How she responds is up to her. But I know that she can't come back and say, oh, you did this,
I
you
didn't
did that.
tell you. No.
We're done with that because we're getting older. We really want to build families. Like, my boy just bought it. We're really trying to build a family. We're not looking for just pound town situation. We're trying to find a wife, have children.
It's not healthy.
That's what we currently are.
Time is something you don't get back.
Yeah.
And especially when I say for females and males, be careful. You get the wrong person pregnant, you will pay for it. Emotionally, physically, mentally, you will pay for it. So it's important to make sure you really vet the people you're talking to and make sure that they're committed to the same vision of life that you want.
Maggie said, Bobbie maturity? Really? Tell me who she is so I can slap her silly. 8 months too long.
Mama,
there's women. I'm gonna tell you this. There's women. No.
That could even go I could go back further years back than that.
There's women that that they've never been the cool girls. They've never been in the crowd. They've never had a guy who was just like, damn, that they were able to have access to. So they said, you know what? Even though I don't know where this is going, but I just gotta keep, because he's the best I've ever had. But I'm not gonna tell him that, right? But us as guys can kind of tell, you ain't had it like this.
Yeah, that's sometimes
we may know, but not every girl we can tell. But certain girls you can tell she probably was a nerd.
Sometimes the performance of you going to Pound Town really confuses you. You lost control of your whole body. You understand? You lost control of your whole mind. A man does that to females, and it's the honest truth.
Because certain women attract certain men. And certain women, you can tell based on the type of men they attract, those type of men ain't have the type of performance. Because those type of men normally go after higher levels of women. So then why would they, you get what I'm saying?
Sure.
If you kind of get my drift. So if a girl that's a nerd, she's going to catch guys that are interested in nerds. Guys that are not interested in nerds, they look like Rico Suave. They want the models and the Beyonce. So they got to come correct. So when they come correct to a nerd, she's going to be like, oh my gosh. You get what I'm saying? So
you can't.
That's the reason why it's going to go so long for 8 months.
You're right. You can't tell when a man is interested or not.
No, she said you can tell when a man is interested or not. No, she knows. Women's
How can you still get hard on? How can you still get a hard on if you're not interested?
What you mean?
We're not emotional.
A hard on has nothing to do with it. This is what women don't understand.
Yeah, we're not emotional.
Women don't understand.
Mike, you want to get? Let me dive in first. Females, I want you to understand something. This is the honest truth. A man will have sex with a female and never kiss her. It's no big deal. It has no. I don't even care about that.
He may not even really like her. He might even pick her.
He's just catching a nut.
He may not even pick her. There you go. He might even
catching a nut.
He won't even pick her on a bad day.
Yeah.
If the situation.
Men are different.
If the situation is to where it's like, damn, we stranded or we somewhere on the island and you just right here.
You know what I realized? I think females really think like men and they be set. They kissing and eyes closed. No, she's just getting stroked.
Ladies, this is
just getting stroked.
Ladies,
that's it.
This is not 50 Shades
of Grey.
Grey.
Kissing. I done had sex with females. I never kissed them.
Look.
I've never kissed them.
I had a situation to where a woman, I did not like her at all. Period. I didn't even want her. I wanted a homegirl. But she was so pressuring me so much.
You said, let me just go ahead and go with that.
But she was so cool because here's the thing. I did take advantage of her. You know, she gave me her whip sometimes. I take it around.
You was young.
I was younger. I was doing whatever. And she came to my house one day, was like, you know, doing things. I'm like, okay, damn, I gotta take this girl to Pound Town, but I didn't want to.
TB was popping. Elvis was popping, baby.
We passed a good one because I know she said something. Hold on, females don't know, but she said something that was
so
good.
goddamn comment.
No, she said, okay, no.
Which one we at?
No, Natalie said something I gotta get to. She said sometimes women don't feel like sex can keep a man when it doesn't.
In reality, okay.
Oh, in reality, okay.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So and sometimes women do feel like sex can keep a man. But it doesn't. You're right about that. She said, okay. So she said, "Are you kidding me?" No, it's not this one. Natalie said something funny. She said, if she wants you, regardless of the vibe given, her goal is to make sure she has you to herself. So
Facts.
Correct. So here's what Natalie said. So let me understand. The two of you are mature and don't behave in the manner in which you are described. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink, boss. You want something?
You pull me up a little jack, but you straight on the rocks. Just a little bit, just because you know I got cold.
Yeah, of course, take a shot.
I'm gonna just take a little shot on that.
Yeah, because you gotta get ready to answer that question.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a little
that's it.
No, this is mine right here.
Give me something. Give me a sec. We're gonna answer that question. Don't worry. Natalie, we coming right now for you.
He gotta get ready. He said he come right now. She asked one of the hardest questions tonight, boy.
So let me understand. The two of you are mature and you don't behave in the manner in which you described.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna sound funny, you know. And she's not gonna believe me anyway, because women gonna believe what they want. They got intuition, right? So I'm gonna let y'all know this. There is. Oh, I'm sorry.
That thing's smooth. Wow, love some Jack Daniel, honey.
I told you. Go ahead. I need to go ahead and give us a sponsorship. So here's the thing. To answer your question, Natalie, if I was to meet you on the street and I said, damn, you fine, man, I need to see what that's about, and I talk to you and I'm interested in you, you're not going to get that. So overall, no, we don't act in that way. But we're not perfect either, right? And the reason why I say we're not perfect because I'm mature enough to tell you that I'm not perfect.
You have to be mature to be able to understand your weaknesses.
So, and I'm also mature enough to tell you that I'm not perfect and that, look, I may mess up, but it genuinely, this is what I want. This is what I'm trying to do. If you fit in that, great. There are going to be some things maybe you might do. I may not address to you because as a grown woman, you should know that shouldn't even be the vibe. Like sometimes we won't even address certain situations to a woman because it's like, and then she might, it's like something that's like
she should have
just known as
she should have known as an adult. That's just my personal.
And as men, we get to a point to where we're at a point now to where it's like of maturity to where it's like, you know what, I'm not getting into all that back and forth. And she may think we're still good and we're going on, and she may think we're acting in that way that you just that we're describing, but that's not the case. We just lost interest because of how she responded, how she acted was very ghetto, very cliche, to where it's like, nah, you're not a wife. You're not a wife. Great. So to answer your question, no, but you ain't answered that shit. So I'm gonna go ahead. I answered it for you, but I don't know if you want to say something to her.
We got too many goddamn comments. I'm gonna be honest. You know, men, we know what we're doing. That's just the bottom line. At the end of the day, we know what situation we put ourselves into. We know exactly what we're doing.
Samantha said some real shit. She said, women should start going by men's actions and not by words. Words sound sweet, but are empty.
That's a good point, but it's very difficult.
And she said, agreed. I agree. Most females know. Okay, so Jesus said, most females know when men not interested. They just want to keep the relationship, or shall I say, relation going, thinking. Hold on, you about to get into something now. Thinking they could change the man. There we go.
That's a big negative. I'm
just saying, 100%.
Well, 100%. You can never change a man, and it's sad that
that's what you're trying to tell Maggie.
It's sad that our culture.
You're somebody being a man, Maggie.
People think that they could change a man. Okay, you meet a man, you see some great qualities that you believe he has. You see some quality that you believe he could improve on. By telling him you think he's gonna change, it doesn't work like that.
If you don't want to be with her, don't sex her. Period.
Maggie, I don't know what one-way street you got going on. It takes two people, Maggie. It takes two people.
Don't sex her like she just stood there and said, "Oh my gosh, you're sexing me. I have no control." Get out of here with that, Maggie. Get out of here with that, man.
Natalie Pound Town. I gotta get a shirt made. Hashtag Pound Town or hashtag Ride the Rodeo.
Yeah, that's something we wasn't even supposed to give y'all that.
Yeah, that was too early to give y'all that.
But we gave it to you. Okay,
if you want easy access, sex, pay for it.
Oh, we had a conversation about that too.
Well, dudes are already paying for sex.
Dudes are already paying for it.
That's a whole different topic of discussion.
That's a whole
You took a female on 7 dates. You had sex. You paid for it, no matter how you looked at it. But
Sharon used to say, "Y'all some savages." No, we not.
No, we're not savages. Just keep it real.
What you talking about, Sarah?
There's no savages.
Sharon, I don't know what you talking about. I ain't no savage over here. I got a heart. I got a mama. I had a daddy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, oh my gosh, he's a role model. But look, I treat women with 100% respect. I have nothing but women in my life.
And you know what's crazy, ladies? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For y'all thinking that guys are whatever you think they are. Okay,
we savages.
Here's the honest truth. Okay,
savages.
Sometimes you tell a female whatever it is, straightforward. You know what happens? They get attached to you even stronger when you decline them. You know how much times I'm told you don't decline females, and it got worse. I'm not interested. I'm gonna be honest with you. Appreciate it. I guess you look good and all, but again, I'm not really interested in what you got going on.
Ego.
It gets worse and worse. They really
she
want
ain't used to it. She ain't used to because she used to every guy saying, "Damn, okay."
Chasing her, texting her, good morning every morning.
I ain't with that. Mama, I'm good. Please stop.
Imagine.
Really?
Wow.
Why you acting like
wow.
The famous wow.
Wow. The famous wow. Women need to start protecting their. Oh, I love Samantha. Women say Samantha said they need to start protecting their emotions. What?
And stop preserving. Stop. What she said? Preserving these.
Please tell me what? Hold on. Let me get on Samantha. Samantha,
Damn, Samantha, you want to starve men?
So Samantha, what protection agency you got going on? Like, tell me how you're gonna protect your emotions. Please tell me. You found a guy. He's hot. He got the green eyes, 6-pack. He driving form or whatever it is that you like. He got a great conversation skills. How can you protect your emotions? You're emotionally attached. You love what he got going. It's hard to control that.
Look, no man is gonna be perfect. You're not gonna find that perfect man, Samantha.
Sandra, what's going on? Her time in the building. Columbia's in the building.
Ain't no such thing as build a boyfriend. They got build the bear, but you can't go build a boyfriend. Okay? Ain't no build the boyfriend, build the man. I know y'all watching all these different things where you want to build your ideal man. Look, ain't no ideal man nothing because you understand. Everyone that you're gonna get is gonna have a flaw, just like you came with a flaw to the situation. The question is, what are you willing to deal with? That's it. In this case, I love it when sisters play y'all.
Oh,
I don't understand what she's saying.
I guess she's trying to say like when sisters do us wrong. Oh, she like to hear that. Okay, I guess you feel good about it.
That's
we don't care. There's too much options. No big deal. No big deal. We don't care. We don't care.
Shot, huh, Bobbie? Yeah, he do. that boy, yeah, he got some
shot. Now I'm back focused.
Now they're having this discussion because they are like that. Oh, damn, Sam! I thought we was on the same team. Damn.
They don't like when you speak the truth.
Sam, I love what you had going on, but damn, now you done put something on the bus now.
You know that's the problem. Once you give them that truth, it already make it feel like, you know what I think, Dave? I think it's. See, that's a lot of guys believe it or not.
Women don't even understand is like you don't know, you can't tell or pick and choose the guy that you know that's ready to settle down. If y'all know the level of settle down we were at, like we so ready. My boy went and bought a crib because he's so ready. Like
imagine
we so ready.
That's how ready I was. Again, you don't know the level, and that's why females really think they got men under control. Like
they can tell.
You can tell when he's ready. Really?
No.
You can really tell. Please put that in a book. Because there's probably millions of females that's waiting to understand how could you tell.
No.
It doesn't work like that.
No. So, Mike, why not say that? Verse, keep on screwing her based on your response to my question.
Mike, let me handle that. Let me get on that. Let me get on that.
I'm already going.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Which one did she ask again, though?
I don't know. I think she's still on 8 months of Pound Town. And 8 months.
Confirm that, Natalie, if we are.
Okay, yeah, which question now? We'll get back to you. Which question
she said, so, Mike, why not say that?
Verse keep on screwing her based on your response to my question. I don't know which one she's on.
Wait, I'm lost a little bit.
Chevy F, baby Elvis, more than more. Let's see, you got females know and feel when the man's not into him, which is fact. They stick around thinking they could change his mind, which is fact. But it never works, and they end up wasting their time and the male's time, which is 100% fact. A lot of females do it.
Hey,
they think they can change it, and it's not going to happen.
Honesty, they don't. They say they want honesty, but they don't.
They can't even handle that.
Yeah, Bobbie, I disagree. You decline me, I'm good. That's you, Natalie. Natalie,
That's you. That's not all
you know how
females.
many women out here is getting declined and they still in the DM?
In the chest.
I'm talking about, we just got a notification like, oh, Mike, such and such just sent you a message. Didn't I just tell you, girl? I'm
gonna tell you something. Females love what other females have, and it's just always been like that. It's never gonna change.
She said a man will change for the woman he wants. 100%. That's what we talking about.
He's mature, yeah. It's fact.
Men are natural born hunters, correct? Cool. So when they want, hold on. Men will change for women. Okay, damn, it was long. Okay, so she said, men are natural born hunters. So when they want you, they will come and get you. Second, but what? Okay, I love when women say they will come and get you, because how we gonna come and get you if you always putting the oh no, don't talk to me, I ain't friendly.
Sometimes
that's explain
you
that.
know what I realize, Mike? Sometimes you got to get past that little first wall.
Yeah,
it's a wall of BS.
Yeah,
you break down that wall right there. You straight.
All right.
Usually you
She
good.
said, secondly, I don't know why women take up the responsibility to change a man.
You can't change a man.
100%. It's not our job to raise of change. Then okay, why would you want a man like that to be head of your household? 100%.
Which is true.
Women need to really write down all their standards on paper.
I love how Samantha thinks. Samantha back on home team now.
Yeah, she back on home team.
Samantha back on home team.
She back on home team.
Yeah, we good. I like Samantha back again.
What talking about.
We just turned
pros
you
and cons, okay?
Samantha, you back on home team. You're right. Write down the standards.
Protect your emotions, Bobbie. Trust me, there are ways. She said there's ways to protect your emotions. I think Natalie's trying to tell you something, boy. I mean, she said there's ways to protect your emotions.
I ain't getting involved with you, Daddy.
I think she's trying to tell you something, but she like, wait.
Bobbie, I have green eyes too. Green eyes don't entice me, and also there's no perfect
she do got some
person.
pretty ass eyes.
I don't know who she is. I don't know. Who she
I know
is.
Samantha. She got some pretty ass eyes. I'll give her that.
I think she's my friend. I think
certain people can. Damn, you don't even know your friends like that.
I'm not saying I'm like popular. I don't know.
I mean, look, Samantha, I know who you are.
If you got green eyes, I ain't gonna lie. I love it.
Okay, certain people can deal with certain characteristics. 100% is what you're willing to deal with, right? Truth hurts. Too much options, Bobbie. Question mark. But y'all not like that? Oh, I get it. That's maturity. Damn, Maggie.
Maggie, listen,
Maggie
okay?
ain't playing the radio.
Yeah.
She ain't playing the radio.
At the end of the day, okay? When a man wants to settle down, he gotta settle down.
100%.
But a lot of men right now, they just playing. And it's sad that they play with these females' emotions long term and go have a child with them.
No, but here's the thing.
Sad.
Here's the
but
thing, though.
I don't think it's right. I'm not gonna do that to a female.
I'm gonna answer this question because we haven't even spoke about that. You said that it's sad that these men play with these women's emotion X, Y, Z. Okay, so let me ask you this: who taught a woman how to read that? How to know when a man's playing with your emotions? Did your mom teach you that?
Nobody. What you?
Did your grandma teach you that?
Nobody.
So how are women really gonna know?
How do you learn how to deal with the situation and know if it's real? Should they move forward? Should they move back? Step away? But again, you gotta remember, two females are emotional. They're emotionally attached.
Natalie said no. You can't buy a house before meeting. You can't buy a house before meeting her.
Maggie, you must have a perfect relationship by theory. By theory.
And her son must be perfect too, boy. He's 5 years old. Wait till he's 25. I don't want to hear nothing about he ain't listening to me.
I deal with kids on a daily basis. When these kids are in middle school, high school, in college, that's 3 different sets of kids. Yeah. Again, certain characteristics stay consistent, but they do change. And a lot of kids don't even like to talk to their parents. They'd rather talk to me than their own parents. Right. Which is crazy.
He said a man won't settle down when he's ready.
True.
A woman can't make you ready. You have to be at that level of maturity and fulfillment. 100%.
100%, Elvis. That's my cousin right now. 100%.
Yeah, look, 100%. And we're gonna let, just to be clear,
100% facts.
We are not in that pool that we're talking about. We are ready to settle down if we're not already settled down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we are currently. Okay, so if we find a woman that we really like, we're gonna let her know that, and she's gonna know that based on the actions. Okay, based on the time that she gets to have with us. Right, the phone's not turned over when you with us; it's up.
Imagine that's some facts. I used to have a female. She turning over her phone. I'm like, baby girl, this already been canceled. I already know what time it is. Samantha.
And Natalie ain't playing no games either. She said, okay, so you go ahead and read Samantha's. I'm gonna go ahead and read.
I'm gonna take Samantha's. I'd rather be lonely and by myself before I play with these men, because when I start playing, all of a sudden I'm getting death threats and pops up that, nah, you got to be careful with the type of guys you're dealing with.
I can't. That's type of guys.
That's the type of guys you're dealing with, okay?
Yeah.
And if you meet the right type, when you meet men,
I
that's
need my
mature.
sanity. 100% you need your sanity, but that's men that's mature.
If men popping up to your house, stalking you,
he's a boy. No, he's a boy.
That's it. You tell a man, no, you're not interested.
Boys.
We're not going to work. That's just how simple it is. If the man want to emotionally feel away, that's just not. He's not mature. That's a little boy. Because to me, at the end of the day, on a real level, if a female tell me straight up, look, you know what, I really enjoy our company, but honestly, I'm not too interested in moving further. Great.
You remember the investigator I told you about?
Oh, the investigator? God, the girl, you told me that was investigating.
She was already investigating. I said, Mama, you know what? I think
that shit canceled.
And I said, Mama, you know what? I think, look, that's fine. We went on one date.
All these females out here just cancel that shit.
I said, Mama, you know what? It's cool. Don't worry.
You know how much female single ball?
And she was, and that looked way better. She was like, you know what? I think you're right. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Have fun. Never spoke ever again, because here's why. I'm mature about the situation. It's not about, I'm not going to go to your house and blow you. No. It's not a situation. So Natalie said,
look here.
And I respect what Samantha said.
Great point.
Great point what she said. Look here. Look here is my point. We're all adults. As long as men can be honest and women know our worth, there will be less baby daddies and mommies. However, you two sound like you did behave like savages back in the day before the maturity. Of course!
That's how we're able to tell you these experiences.
Of course!
We can't talk about something we don't do.
Listen, Natalie,
we've been through those stages.
Ain't no Virgin Marys over here, okay? You looking at highly skilled assassins, okay? Highly skilled assassins. Because of the level of skill, I decided to pull it back and use it for good. Because why? I'm not the type to go out and mess women's lives up. I have yet in my track record, our track record, we have never messed any woman's life up.
I'm still cool with majority of any girl I've ever messed with. I'm still cool.
I'm not the type of guy to go mess up a woman.
Cool.
We don't have that
talk
track
like
record.
that, but I'm still cool.
Yeah, we don't. We had relationships when we broke up, but we can guarantee and say that our record is clean on the point that we've never left anybody's life messed up. We ain't got no little JoJo out here. No, we don't.
We ain't
We're
never
good.
did that.
No children, single, okay. Credit scores popping, okay. We clean. We ain't got none of that going on.
Elvis says, Maggie, you can buy a house before you can buy a house before you get a wife. A king has to have a kingdom before he finds a queen to live in it, which is fact.
100%. Said my husband is perfect because he respects me. He does whatever it takes.
Stay tight
to make
and
and
appreciate
keep me happy.
That's all you need.
Or he would have been here on Earth. Meaning you would have took him off the earth? God damn, Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie, you're right.
Damn, Maggie.
I get what you were saying, sis. Okay. I guess you're talking to somebody. Samantha says, that's what I mean. I'd rather be lonely and not play in the return with these men. Again,
look, Samantha, you can't play this I'm gonna be lonely all my life thing. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but what I'm hearing is like, I'd rather be. Look, I get that. You're a strong woman. I get it. But there are men out there who can give you what you're looking for. I'm just saying.
People, let me tell y'all something, okay? Highly skilled assassins.
I guess, Mike.
let me tell you something. Ladies.
I'm sorry.
If we didn't have these experiences.
We wouldn't be able to talk
to you. And males, we can't talk to you. If a person told you, listen, he's on a live, and he tells you, look, I had my high school sweetheart, I married her, and she's the one. He should not be giving you dating advice or relationship advice. He has no experiences.
Right.
You're talking about dudes that been to Poundtown with different types of females, lawyers, doctors, older, young. You know what I'm saying? So you get in real situations.
100%.
This is real talk. This ain't no sugar-coated.
No.
Oh, I've been with one girl. No, I ain't been with one girl. I'm telling you right now. I ain't been with one girl. I've been with a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And it ain't two hands either. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Mike, because they confused. I want to make sure now you understand. I've been with a lot of females. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo,
that shit.
That nigga said, I've been with a lot. Okay. Okay, so Maggie said, I swear y'all schooling single women for real. No. It's not look. I agree. I stand with everything what he just said, right? And he's 100% because I would be fake right now if I acted as if what he's saying wasn't the real deal.
You can't talk about
relationships. I have been with many women But when I say been with, I've dated less than 2 hands. I can count all the women I've dated and been in relationships with.
That's facts. That's facts.
I've been with every woman for 4+ years. And if any one of my exes see this, they could tell you because we've been together for a long time. When I'm in a relationship...
I had one that I wasn't with 4+. I had one that I wasn't with 4+. I had one that I was with for about...
But that doesn't matter. If it's over 12 months, you stayed in the game for 12 months. At least it's somebody you counted as somebody that you dated.
Yeah.
All the women I've dated...
Men don't fall in love with every girl. We don't really get into it. So yeah, it's a hang.
All the women I've dated has been for years. So I've been off the market off and on. But now when I'm on the market, don't get me wrong. People are getting slayed. You know what I'm saying? There's a hit list out there. That's why we call assassins. There's a hit list. Certain women are going to fall for the hit list. That's great. We know what we're doing. Look, I'm a man. I got needs. Look, if I ain't with nobody... Mama, we at Blue Martini, or we wherever we at, and you look good, and I know you're not gonna be a wife. Take my number. Go ahead and meet me in my condo. We go, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna chill out. We're gonna watch Netflix, whatever. Pick you up in the car, whatever. I'm gonna make you feel good, make you feel really good, and then we'll talk again.
Again, because let me tell you something, okay? When you're single,
relationships we've been with less, I can tell you less than 10.
Mike, when you're single, it's okay to
you grown.
Women too. To of course date appropriately. Of course, these females eventually go to Pound Town. Again, that's not the most important part about it. But you're dating. You're going to meet a lot of different females. That's a whole goddamn paragraph. We might have to get off a little bit. We're 10?
Yeah, we about to get off. Okay, so this is the last one we'll get off because we about to be getting late.
Comments after comments.
Yeah, they ain't playing with us tonight. They ain't playing with us tonight. He said, you all sound proud of the savage.
See, that's the problem. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. Okay, you know what? Next Wednesday, I'm coming live. Watch this. Watch the dip. You know what? Watch what I do next Wednesday. Watch. I'm going to give all of them what they want to hear. You know what? Okay, I'm going to put on a button-up shirt. I'm going to tie it up right here.
Yeah, we're going to...
This is what I'm going to do next week. So make sure, Natalie, make sure you're on my live next week. I'm going to be just like this. Next week, I'm going to let you hear what you want to hear. Ladies, listen, it's not appropriate to, of course. I'm going to give you all that shit there. This is raw uncut right here.
Yeah, we ain't trying to give you all that. Okay. Okay, she said, you're right. There is a man out there for me, what I'm looking for. But what you're not understanding is in the...
He probably on this live right now looking at you. Because now you already understand you serious. Because again, if I'm one of them dudes that's looking for Samantha,
in the meantime,
and I see how she replied.
Look. She said, in the meantime, I won't have meaningless relationships. I want to preserve myself and work on myself.
She want to save
God made women for man. I do not want to be lonely and single forever, but my loneliness won't drive me into the hands of the wrong man. I am not a feminist. I'm old-fashioned. Yo, okay, well, we need to go ahead and meet at Starbucks with your old-fashioned ass and see what's going on because she do got some pretty-ass family members and her mom, I don't know if that's your mom, I seen her, look, I've seen Samantha's page. Samantha's a beautiful woman. So if I ain't the one, I'm going to find somebody for you. We got some eligible bachelors, ladies. So it's not like we ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I agree.
We should do like a dating something one day.
No, you're going too far, boy. all I'm saying is, yes, a woman like you, I can tell what type of man you might need. You need a man.
You can tell her mind.
She needs a man.
She needs a man. She knows what she wants.
But that's what a man knows what he wants.
There's
right?
a big difference.
A man is very clear with what he wants, and you need a man that's very clear as well. And those are not hard for us to find, at least. No need to give me the lies, love. We good, Natalie. We gonna give you all that next week because we seem like. I like coffee. So man, okay, all right, we're gonna be at Starbucks. You know, I'm in Lauderdale. Is it Lauderdale? No, Margate.
No, we're in Cold Spring.
No, you're right, Cold Spring. There's the walk. We'll meet, but we'll chop it up. But look, in all seriousness, ladies, the reason we did this live today is because we don't want to make it seem like we're just going only after the women, right? Like Natalie, we ain't going after you. We're not going after you, Maggie.
We're very unbiased, but
we're trying to be as unbiased as possible with everything that we talk about. But for this topic, that's why we decided to choose it, because the guys, we need to get on these men cases, because we are men and we know there's a lot of dirt bags out here. We deal with them every day. We know, like,
there's so much single females right now, and it's sad. And again, sometimes it's uncontrollable why they're single to a certain degree, but it's also, it takes two to make proper decisions when it pertains to certain things. in this world right now, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of baby daddies, and you ask yourself, okay, is that baby daddy a baby daddy for his own reasons, or because, of course, the significant other? But a lot of you need to really understand that when we talk about these topics, it may sound funny, which it is funny, because we want to bring entertainment to it, but there's a lot of reality in these topics, because
100%.
like we always tell you, before we do these lives, we talk to other males and females, and of course, some people actually give us these topics, and it's really true. Again, our goal is to really give you guys great relationship conversations about raw, real discussions, okay? And it may sound like it's us that's talking, but the reality is the truth is we got to talk about real topics. Somebody need to tell everybody the truth, male or female. There's no good guys right now not taking care of their responsibility, leaving these hard-working women with 1 or 2 kids or 3 kids, and it's sad. Now, there's also females that's continuously picking these no good men that have nice hair, beautiful eyes, that know how to live the street life, or whatever option is that
Tattoos,
you, again, you're picking men. You're picking men based on things that have no value in your life long term. Okay, but then you say,
you got 4 kids and you live over here.
Exactly, he's a no good. You go into he's a no good man. Well, you got to understand.
All you got to do is take you out to events.
Exactly. You're part to blame. Did you meet a man that has a career? Did you meet a man that has an occupation? Did you meet a man that has a stable job? Did you meet a man that has good credit? Did you meet a man that knows how to be a father? Did you meet a man that just knows how to take you to an expensive restaurant? What did you meet? Same thing with of course, females. Guys, what are you meeting? A lot of you are just meeting, oh, she looked good. Okay, what else? Oh, she got good sex. What else? Okay, she went to school. What else?
Yeah,
okay?
that means she's educated.
Again, just because she got education does not mean she's educated. A lot of you really need to think about what you're doing, because again, as we mature now, I cut them off like it's not to be rude. I'm not trying to show. We cut them off real quick because we already know. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Oh, she playing. Oh, she trying. Oh, she got. You know what I'm saying?
So look, Samantha, I know you said good night. Definitely good night. Good night, everybody. We wanted to keep y'all too long. This is one of our longest ones so far tonight. But we just wanted to make sure we connect with you guys. So connect with us again next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we got a real funny topic. Are you an adult or what? Oh, that one. Right? Are you an adult or what? Let's really talk about this. Are you an adult or what? So we won't get into too much details, but you'll see the flyer. We'll post. And let you guys know. But once again, next week, anywhere between 9:15 and 9:30, we'll get together. You guys have a good night.
MentorMe.com.
Bobbie Sera, Mike the Advisor. Y'all have a good night. If you have any questions, please DM us or put it in the comments
videos,
here.
People.
Share the video.
Don't
get
take
people to watch
personal. Just know that we're telling the truth, people.
Yeah.
We're telling the truth. We're keeping it raw and uncut.
Thank you so much for reaching out, guys, and commenting. You guys have a great night, okay?